us.
Yes.
All right. This is Dr. Megan Miller.
And this is Joe Smith.
And y'all are listening to We'll Decide Wednesday, a special feature of the Do Better podcast. I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel.
Of tons of topics that I have no clue what they are. We talked about them at one time.
Yeah, we did. We too recently done a Do Better.
Yeah, we did that too recently.
So we'll spin it one more time. See what we get. We like to only do those like once a month, if that. Yeah. Ooh, favorite guilty pleasure. That should be a good one. Joe, do you want to go first or do you want me to?
I'll let you go first this week.
Okay. All right. And then we had a request to like stop the screen share once we start talking so they can see our faces. So awesome. I'm going to pull up my timer. This is so funny because I was just doing this last night. All right. So one of my favorite guilty pleasures is watching like crap TV. And like, I have like a ton of work to do because last week I was sick. I don't even know how I made it through, like looking back at how sick I ended up being, like the weekly meeting and the We'll Decide Wednesday. I don't even know how I did that last week because it really knocked me down. I wasn't COVID. I don't know, just some virus that's going around, but anyway, so I had like a ton of stuff to catch up on this week. And so last night I just sat in my bed with my computer and I don't even usually watch it live. I usually watch it like, when it comes out, but I was like, I need something in the background to like connect me here so I can stay working. So Bachelor in Paradise was on, you better believe. And I love those I love Catfish and Ghosted on MTV, Floribama Shore, Bachelor, Bachelorette, Love Island, like any of those kind of just like mind numbing where like I can have it on and like basically follow what's going on, but still get work done. And I don't have to like be fully attending to it. And sometimes I like to just have it on and veg out and like not do any work at all and just like sit there and like take it in. So that's like probably one of my biggest guilty pleasures. Another one is cheese. So anything with cheese, like especially during COVID, y'all probably heard me talk about this, like, but it's been a while, like mozzarella sticks, especially. And like we were buying at the time, like boxes of mozzarella sticks from the grocery store and we'd like fry up a few every day almost with ranch dressing. I love grilled cheese. We did the Disney grilled cheese recipe and that was phenomenal. I'll just buy blocks of cheese. I like the everything. Gouda? Oh, not to just eat. I like Gouda on something like a burger or something, but to just like cut up and eat. I like Kobe Jack is like my favorite, but I also really like the Havarti dill cheese. And then there's the Cabot has one that it's like impossible to find, but it's the everything but the bagel cheese. And it tastes like an everything bagel and it's so good. So I love that. But one of the problems is cheese is an inflammatory for a lot of people. And for me specifically, the Kobe Jack, like the cheddar, really like triggers like cystic acne. So I like can't really eat it. But mozzarella, like white cheese, the dill, Havarti, like that stuff doesn't seem to do it. So I can eat that, but I try not to that much because it's not good for you.
All right. That sounds like a whole slew of like fun stuff.
Those are my two guilty pleasures. My mom said hers is Below Deck, which I've definitely watched. Anybody else who's watching, feel free to type in the chat on Facebook Live what yours is, or if you're in Zoom with us and you're not able to be on camera, feel free to type in as well while Joe's telling us his.
All right, so let me set my timer for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And my time starts. Definitely not 11 hours at all. I mean, I don't think I have the energy for staying up for 11 hours. Actually, it's my bedtime now. Like consistently, like 9 o'clock. Like I want to go to bed about 9:10 anymore.
Yeah.
So, so for my guilty pleasures, it's kind of similar to Megan's. So one of my favorite guilty pleasures that I love watching was Deadliest Catch, and then Jersey Shore. Like, I love the Guidos. Like, that was such a good show. It was so raunchy. It was so like stupid, and there was no point. There was no point in the show whatsoever, but it was just so good. So that's why I attribute, like, I love Below Deck because it just reminds me of that. The other TV show I would say that I love, which I'm sure a lot of people love, is House Hunters. I love I love House Hunters and watching them choose, oh yeah, I want this like $5 million place, and choosing between the three, and then they also fight over the littlest of like things. I was like, are you kidding me? You're on the water at least. Like, it's just such a fun show. So I also absolutely love, okay, are you ready for this? Musicals. I love to watch musicals and listen to them. Like, I am such a Gleek. When Glee came on, I would watch it really religiously all the time. Hamilton, when it came on Disney Plus, that was fantastic. I love that. I want to say, I still sing to Glee songs in my car too. It's amazing. As far as food, I really don't have a guilty pleasure per se. I think if I do anything, it's going to be chocolate peanut butter cup by Turkey Hill, just because it's so rich and creamy and it has like good chunks of peanut butter inside, which I absolutely love because I'm a chocolate and peanut butter snob. So, and that's my time.
Wow. You had like way more than I did.
I don't know. Like, we both had TV shows. We both had food.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Joshua said, oh, wow. Usually when people talk about dairy being inflammatory, it's a euphemism for explosive diarrhea. My mom said food is pretzels and Tootsie Rolls. And those would also be some of mine, but I only eat them when I visit her. So, Kelly, fried halloumi cheese. Oh my gosh, that's so good. And it's such a good replacement. Like, if you're craving mozzarella sticks and like you want to do something that's not as bad for you, that's a good replacement. And my mom said musicals are the best.
Yes, they are. You can also probably air fry cheese.
Yeah, so I've done that. I've done like air fried halloumi cheese. With some, it was a recipe, like a keto recipe. I forget what we put on it, but it was so good. But I only did it like the one time. I forget about these things. I have too many recipe books now, and I only make the things that I remember, like that were easy. So that one was actually easy. I just don't ever think about it. So, let's see. I didn't follow the chat here. Oh, Crystal said, Valerie said that she loves smoked Swiss cheddar, and Crystal agreed. And Jessica said, air frying cheese. That just blew my mind. Yes.
Yeah. You can air fry a lot of things.
Oh my gosh. So good.
It is so good. I like to air fry. Like, if I want fish, I'll air fry it because it's so much better.
Yeah.
And I get that, that DPH and EPH in my system, the good fatty oils. So I usually do that instead of baking it.
Crystal, my mom would like to hear your story before we close. If anybody else would like to share what their guilty pleasures are, feel free to type them in the chat, or you can come on the mic, but I do need to go in a few minutes because I have to drive home still. So
first thing I was going to say, extra sharp cheddar pre-cut squares to the perfect size of a Triscuit is where it's at.
With Triscuits?
And you can get white cheddar, so maybe that's a little better.
Maybe. I don't know. I love Triscuits too. Triscuits.
Oh yeah, you got to get the rosemary basil with the pre-cut extra sharp white cheddar. I could eat that every day.
You know what's a really funny, okay, you all are gonna laugh so hard. So when for whatever reason, growing up, fruit roll-ups did this thing for a while where when you bought the fruit roll-up and you unwrapped it, the plastic had a recipe. And it was some recipe to do with fruit roll-ups. And so one of their recipes was to take the fruit roll-up, and this was before they did the cutouts. It was just the flat piece.
Yep.
And wrap it around a chunk of cheese, a chunk of cheddar cheese. Sounds disgusting. Try it. You will not be disappointed. And I'm not like, I definitely loved it as a child, but then like as an adult, sometime I was like, I wonder if I would still like that. It's so good.
That sounds like a fun, like,
okay.
My daughter.
Everyone try it and come back and tell me what you think.
I will come back with feedback because my daughter's gone off to college. My son has been in college.
But it has to be fruit roll-ups, not the like knockoff peel fruit thing or like healthy Target ones or whatever. The hard part is though, they pretty much only make them as cutouts now. So it's hard to get it to stay around the cheese.
Okay. I'm going to give it a
figure it out.
All right. So we could also talk about next time, or like whenever the wheel decides, our guilty pleasure as a kid. Yeah. What do we do as a kid? Yeah. That was so disgusting now as an adult.
Oh, I got a list.
Yeah, I do too. Like I have done some crazy stuff and it was so good.
All right. Yep. I'm applying the wheel changes now. So,
and I know Megan, you have to go soon. I had a comment for Joe in the Zoom chat. I hate telling people I live in New Jersey because of that show. I say I live in New Jersey. I am not from New Jersey, but I'm also living in South Jersey, which is very different than North Jersey. Like it's kind of like the Sneetches book. You know, the people in North Jersey and South Jersey, the stars and no stars and the Sneetches. Go look up some Dr. Seuss. You'll know what I'm talking
about. You know, I'm totally down for some GTL.
GTL.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Gym Tan
we
Laundry.
Know something.
Oh, Gym Tan Laundry. I was like, I don't know what that one is.
GTL.
Oh God, that's why I'm like, I'm not from New Jersey.
Somebody said on Facebook that we should try air frying the cheese with the Triscuits and see how that
goes.
Ooh, that's
all sorts of cheese ideas. Today.
My empty nest is full. I now have lots of projects for the weekend.
All right, Crystal, did you want to share your story with everyone?
I'll try to make it short and quick. Okay. Basically, you know, Joe asked me how I was doing, and I had a really beautiful moment driving home from a client, saw an elderly couple. The woman was struggling to get into her vehicle. She was standing in the doorway of her seat of her car with her back to the seat, and she was shivering and shaking, and I could tell she was not doing well. I pulled my car in. I got out of my car. I said, "Hi, my name's Crystal. Would you mind if I help you?" And they said, "Please." And I helped this woman get the confidence to be able to bend her knees and get into the car. She couldn't leave. She was with an elderly friend, I found out, who was just a friend of hers who had driven her to the post office. And I got back in my car and I drove away and I thought, oh my God, because I know ABA and I understand task analyzing and I understand how to speak to someone and talk them through steps and comfort them, I was able to help these people. Like
That's
it was
amazing.
And I was like, I had the worst week ever. And I was full of joy. And I thought, okay, ABA is a good thing. It's a good thing. And the woman's name was Gladys. And I just, you know, I left there thinking, all right, our science is a beautiful, compassionate, wonderful thing that can help people. And it just rejuvenated me. So that's my story.
That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
I'm going to be the Debbie Downer who also points out, though, you used our science, you task analyzed and probably might have used some shaping and encouragement.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't blindly apply extinction with her and go, I'm just going to come on, lady, you can do this. And just like make her whatever it was that she was trying to do with moving.
Very true. Very, very, very true.
So our science is beautiful when we use our science and we don't rely on hands-on non-analytic techniques.
Absolutely. Amen. Amen. But that's my story. So thanks
I
for letting
love
me.
it. Thank you for bringing
Yeah,
us all
thank
that
you.
joy just now.
Yeah, absolutely.
That gives me a new topic idea. We should do moments of joy.
Ah, yes.
I like that.
Yes.
We'll add
That's
that.
something that we can do once a month too.
Yeah.
Yep. Love it.
Cool.
Love it.
All right, everyone. I gotta
All right,
go
thanks,
drive
everybody.
home.
Yep.
Just as a quick
driving.
recap for you. I know for those of you who are just on the weekly meeting, you know this, but events that we have going on tomorrow, if you're a Trailblazer member, we have mentorship with Emily Wilson on team building. That's Thursday, September 16th at 7:00 at night. Next week on Tuesday, we have reading to action. You can join us even if you didn't read the article. That's for all collective members, and that's on Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. On Wednesday, weekly meetings with me, and we'll decide Wednesday again. Still focusing on peak in our weekly meetings. We're going to talk about the generalization module mostly. Thursday at 11:30 a.m. we have a bonus mentorship session, and we should be going live on Facebook on the Do Better Collective page with Emily Ice talking about sleep. And then on Friday, September 25th, we have Megan Kirby talking about storytelling with writing. And that's from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. I think I said 10:30 earlier. It's 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And that is for influencers and trailblazers. So busy end to the month, and we hope to see you all at all of those events. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.